Have a seat with Maximo and I here today. He's going to be joining us quite a bit, but mostly in a non-distracting manner, so we'll do the best we can. He loves yoga. So sitting comfortably and tall, let's focus in on our breath, on how our bodies feel today. And today we'll practice with forgiveness, which is something that we don't do for anybody else. It's something we do for ourselves, because it allows us to move on. It allows us to feel okay. Not okay with what happened, but just allowing whatever happened not to keep affecting us on a day-to-day basis. So we forgive to feel better. And let's forgive ourselves on the mat today. Let's forgive our bodies for what they do and do not do. Let's forgive ourselves for not starting yoga 20 years ago. You're starting today. This is a great place to be. Let's bring our hands to our sides, and on an inhale, sweep them up high above the head, clasp the hands together, and exhale round the back. Squeeze the belly button back as you reach the hands forward. Open them up wide as you inhale, pressing the heart forward through the shoulders. Then exhale round again, bringing the hands forward, clasping them together. Inhale them up above the head as you sit tall. And then exhale the left hand down behind you, right hand to your left knee. Inhale up, clasp the hands, exhale round the back, squeeze the belly button back. Inhale, open the arms wide, heart moves forward. Exhale, round the back, hands move forward, clasp. Inhale, sit tall, arms up, and exhale, twist the other way, right arm down behind, left hand to the right knee. Inhale up, arms high, clasping together. Exhale, round the back, hands forward. Inhale, arch the back, hands reach wide. Exhale, hands reach forward and clasp together. Inhale them up tall as you sit tall, and exhale, twist, left hand down behind you. Good. Inhale, back to center, hands up. Exhale, round the back, hands forward. Open wide on the inhale, hands reach back. Exhale, hands reach forward and clasp. Inhale, sit tall, arms up. Exhale, twist the other way, right hand down behind you. Inhale, back to center, arms up, clasp the hands. Exhale, round the back, hands reaching forward away from your belly button. Inhale, arch the back, arms open wide. Exhale, round the back, hands reaching forward again and clasping together. Inhale up tall, and now exhale your hands down to your side. I'm just going to turn on the mat so you can see me. We're going to bring our hands behind us, fingers pointed forward, feet on the floor, knees, hips, and ankles all lined up. And with the inhale, we're going to lift the hips up to a table, and then exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, lift, pressing evenly into both feet, and exhale, lower. Now you don't have to lift all the way up. Do the best you can today, forgiving your body for wherever it will go or won't go. If it's just a couple of inches, that's a perfect place to be. It's a great place to start. But either way, we're inhaling up and exhaling down. Good. Sit back now between your hands, flexing your feet so your toes are pulling in toward your knees. And imagine your spine against a wall. And then we'll reach our hands behind us here and clasp them together if they go. If not, that's okay. But if you can, lace your fingers with your palms facing each other and stretch that back. Sitting really, really tall, crown of the head lifting, heart opening. Good, let that go. And then put the soles of your feet together, knees opening to the side. And gently we'll fold forward now over our legs, or kind of between the legs. The hands on the feet, but not pulling up on the feet, just resting there. And the feet fairly far from the body for now. Taking nice deep breaths, feeling your spine long, your heart reaching forward and down. And gently we'll roll ourselves back up, cross the legs to come forward over them and step back big into a plank pose. Now remember, you could always do this from your knees. We're going to spend quite a bit of time here as we get started. Good, go ahead and slide back to a downward dog or to a child's pose if you'd rather. Fingers are spread wide, heels lowering, sit bones lifting, but bend your knees if you need to. Give yourself space. And then inhale forward to a plank and now come down onto your elbows. Straight line from head to heel. Breathing here. Remember, your knees can always come down. And then press back up to plank and slide back, downward dog. Good. With your inhale, step forward with both feet between the hands. Folding forward here to start. Letting go the weight of your head and shoulders. Bending your knees a little if you want it. With your inhale, flatten through your back and come all the way up to Tadasana. Arms reaching above the head. And then step back with your left foot so we can come to a warrior one. So your right knee is going to bend. Your left hip is going to turn toward the front of the mat. So you're always gently pulling your right hip back and pressing your left hip forward. And let's start with our arms straight out in front of us. From there, we'll reach them behind us, again clasping the hands and then stretching that back, almost like you're reaching down your leg for your heel. If your hands don't clasp, that's okay. Just reach them back, palms facing each other. Strong and stable and confident here. Good. Release the hands and reach up. Exhale, step forward, feet together, and then dive forward into a chair. So you're sitting down and back, reaching your hands forward. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Let's inhale back to standing. And then shift your weight to your right foot and reach back for your left foot. We're just going to stay here today, sort of a dancer's prep pose. Knees are lined up with each other. And we're breathing. If it's not comfortable to hold your foot, just let your foot go and hold it up off the floor without touching your hand. That's fine. If you've got a hold of the foot, feel that opening in the front of the leg. Good. Now inhale, reach both arms up, bring the knee in front of you, and then exhale, set it down, dive forward. Take a big step back to downward dog. From there, inhale to plank. And then we can bring the knees to the floor as we get ready to lower down chaturanga, bringing the elbows right by your rib cage, lowering all the way down onto your belly. Let's stretch our arms up over our heads. And as we inhale, we're going to lift the left leg, and if you want, the right arm. Exhale it down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Other side, inhale. Chest is lifted just slightly off the floor. You're gazing down in front of your mat. Keep alternating with your breath, reaching forward and back, even as you're reaching up. Breathing, breathing, let it all go, resting down on the floor. And then stretch your arms out like the top of a T. We're going to rest the left side of the face on the floor, and then bring the right hand under the right shoulder. so you can roll yourself onto your left side. Really opening up that left shoulder. Now, if it bothers your shoulder, just go ahead and roll back down to your belly. We won't be here very long. But if this works, let your head rest down on the floor. You can stack your legs and breathe. With ease, let's roll back to the belly. Bring the hands back under the shoulders. Squeeze those elbows in tight from your knees or from your feet. Press straight up through that plank. And then let's come back to child's pose. Good. Walk your hands forward to come through plank and back to a downward dog. Taking a big step forward now with both feet, coming to forward fold. Spine is long, opening up. With your inhale, let's reach up for the sky. Exhale, step back with your right foot now. Left foot is pointed forward. Right toes out to the side a bit. Warrior one with the arms reaching forward. So your shoulders are staying neutral, but your hands are really actively reaching. So there's a little bit of tension there in both directions. Good, let's sweep our hands behind us, lace the fingers, put the other thumb on top this time, and stretch that back. Keep anchoring strongly through both feet, bringing that right hip forward. Let that go. Step forward with your inhale and then exhale to chair, sitting down and back, reaching the arms forward. Sitting as low as you can, checking in and seeing if this time it's a little bit lower than it was the first time we did this today. Or if it could be. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. And exhale, shift your weight to the left foot, reach back for your right foot, if it's there. Keeping the knees lined up with one another, standing tall. And if you're holding the foot, tucking the tailbone a little bit, feeling that expansion, that openness through the front of the right leg, the hip flexor and the quads. Let it go as we inhale, bring the knee forward, holding your balance. Then exhale, set the foot down and dive forward. Take that big step back with both feet to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Your choice, from the knees or from the feet. We'll exhale, lower down, keeping the elbows right by the ribs, all the way onto the belly. Stretch the arms out in front of you again. And this time, as we inhale, we're going to lift everything up. Holding, reaching the fingers forward, reaching the toes back. And release. Take your arms out like the top of a T, this time turning your face so the right side of your face is on the floor. Left hand comes under your left shoulder. And then roll gently onto your right side. Opening up that right shoulder. Head is resting on the floor. Listening to your own body here. If this doesn't work for your shoulder, we just skip it. Forgiveness for that. Our bodies do a lot for us. They don't have to do every single thing. And then roll back to your belly. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Insist upon that tricep strength as you come up and slide back to a child's pose. Slow your breath down again if it got a little bit short or shallow. And then we'll roll up. So we're sitting on our heels, and I'm just turning so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to shift my hips down to one side of my feet. Let's shift them to the left. And then lift that left arm up and exhale, reach it over toward the right. Your right hand can come to your knees. It could rest on the floor by your side. Whatever feels the best, whatever allows you to feel that long arcing line from your sit bones up through your fingers. Opening up that left side of your body. Feeling space move between your ribs. Good. Float the hand down and bring it behind you. So we're going to twist to the left, but then turn the head back over the right shoulder. So the left hand is behind us. The right hand is on the left knee or in front of the left knee. We're twisting to the left, but then looking right. Breathing. Good. Let that go. And then we'll come down onto our left elbow. So we're in a kneeling elbow plank here. The knees stay bent at about 90 degrees. And we're going to lift up so the hips are hovering off the ground. Breathing here. Accepting that strength that's coming in. And then we'll let it go. And switch sides. So the hips coming down now to the right side of the feet, to the right hand, inhaling up and exhaling to stretch over. Use your breath to open up the right side of your body. Good, and then exhale, bring the hand down behind you, left hand on the floor in front of your right knee, twisting to the right and then looking back over your left shoulder. Good, let that go. Come down onto your right elbow. Knees stay bent at 90 degrees. Knees are just a little bit in front of the hips as you lift the hips up. Holding but breathing. Good, gently lower the hips down. And we'll come to sitting. Sit tall and then roll down the spine until we're lying on the back. Nice deep breaths as you settle in. And bring the right knee in toward the chest, holding the right hamstring. You can leave your left foot on the ground with the knee up, or you can stretch the left leg out on the floor. Good. Take a deep breath and straighten that right leg, flexing the toes on both feet. You can hold your calf or you can hold your hamstring here. However much stretch is available, whatever feels good. Just don't hold right behind the knee. Hold above it or below it. Good. Gently let that knee bend again and then cross it over the body. So we're coming into a lying twist. If the knee doesn't touch the floor, rest it in your hand or on a pillow or a block. Look back at the sky or toward your other hand. With control, let's bring that knee back up to the center. Straighten yourself out on the mat if you feel a little bit crooked, and then hug the left knee in. Right foot can stay on the floor, or you can stretch the leg all the way out. With a deep breath, go ahead and straighten that left leg. Again, holding the hamstring, keeping it more vertical, or holding the calf and bringing it a little bit closer to you. Let that knee bend, and then cross it over your body, twisting, breathing, relaxing, letting gravity take you more deeply into this pose. Slowly bring that knee back to center, place it on the floor, and then we'll bring the soles of our feet together here, knees bent and opening to the side for Shavasana. So if this isn't a comfortable Shavasana for you, just straighten your legs or keep your knees up, put your feet on the floor. I mix this in for variety, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and that's okay. So our hands are by our sides, palms up and a little bit away from the body. Take these couple of minutes to let your body relax, to rejuvenate, and just to stay in that sense of forgiveness, forgiving of ourselves. Our bodies, yes, what they can or can't do today, but also anything that we've done that we're not proud of, that we're holding on to. Let's imagine that we can breathe that out of the body here. Let it latch on to each exhale and then exit. Let's bring our knees back together. Remove your fingers and toes a little bit, and then roll very easily to your right side. We'll return to sitting. Just to take a moment here in gratitude for our bodies and for this practice today. In forgiveness of our entire past. And in forgiveness of others, not for them, but for us. Let's bring our palms together over the heart. Namaste.